Hello everyone. Have you ever wondered if a problem that you are facing in your work is a real problem or not? Fishbone or Ishikawa diagram is a visual tool that is used to generate the root causes of a specific outcome. What does this mean? Outcome here means either a problem that we are facing or maybe an effect that is a consequence of a process. Every day we are facing several issues that vary in their impact upon our business. Healthcare is a very complicated field. Many factors are interacting together. The logic behind using Fishbone tool is that most, if not all, our problems or outcomes that we are facing every day are a product of several interacting root causes and not only a single factor. So, when you face a problem, you should go deep enough to understand and treat the root causes behind this problem. Otherwise, it will persist as a mystery. It will pop up from time to time because you have never cut its roots. How far we should go deep into this analysis? We have two rules here. First rule, we should balance between going deep enough to the root causes and keeping the level of details manageable. In other words, we should not go deep to very tiny details. We should not go deep to unrealistic details. Second rule, do not rush and pick the first interesting cause as the top factor. Be patient to finish the exercise appropriately. As you can see, for every complex problem, there is an answer that is clear, simple, and wrong. Never rush in picking up the first cause you encountered during your analysis. Now let us have a look on the fishbone diagram. How does it look like? As you can see, the fishbone diagram is composed mainly of three parts: the head, groups of causes, and causes and causes. The first part is the head of the diagram is represented by the problem or the effect that we are interested in studying. We inserted at the head of the diagram major groups of causes, or the categories of causes. As you can see, these are the big titles under which we brainstorm what are the probable causes of the problem. The third and last item is the causes and subcases. These are the small tranches stemming from the major groups of causes. We may have primary causes, those are the causes that are directly stemming from the major groups of causes. We may have secondary causes or even tertiary causes. And we will see this in more details later in this video. Now let us see how to brainstorm categories of causes. In a previous video in this course we have discussed how to define a problem, so we will not repeat this now. Now, let's focus on how to agree on the major groups of causes. Indeed, there is no standard at all for how many groups should be there or the nature of these groups. However, we can consider these major groups of causes as the main chunks for brainstorming causes and subcases under them. To make things simpler, there are two common templates that are used by different teams for brainstorming major groups of causes. These two templates are the 6N and 6P templates. Both templates are acronyms for 6 groups of probable groups of causes for different problems. However, each team could develop their own structure as per analysis of the problem. You can simply brainstorm for your own major group of causes, as we will see later with an example. Now, let us have a look on the 6M template. As you can see, it is a very simple template. The problem is still on the head of the diagram. We have 6 major groups of causes. Each of them is starting with an M letter: manpower, machine methods, materials, Mother Nature, and management. Although it is not mandatory to use this template or these 6 groups for brainstorming your major groups of causes. However, they could help in starting that exercise. You may use 3, 4, 5, or all of them, or may even 7 groups, if you like. It is up to the discretion of the team and according to structure of the problem. A second template is the 6P template. As you can see, the problem is on the head of the diagram. There are 6 major groups of causes, but this time each one of them is starting with a P letter. Process, policy, project, procedure, and performance and product. Again, they are not mandatory to be used by a team. However, they are still a very good start to brainstorm for the major groups of causes of a problem. Now let us sum up. The problem now is clear, and we have a defined number of categories of causes. So now it's time for diving into analyzing the root causes under each category. Let's have an example to see how to do this. As you can see, our problem here is an increased rate of knee surgery complications. So, we will just put it on the head of the diagram. Now, second step is to brainstorm for the major groups of causes. So, the team has agreed on 4 groups of causes. These are people, process, policy, and product. Now, third and last step is to start brainstorming, searching for causes under each category. Let's start with the people category. Ask yourself, what are the probable causes for increasing rate of knee surgery complications that are related to people? People might refer to staff, patients, or even their relatives. Any probable cause that is related to people. So, let us say that we consider lack of training as a probable cause under this category. This is stemming directly from the main branch, that is why we call it a primary cause. Going further with the same cause, lack of training, we think that the cause itself is a result from reduced budget training. Now, we have a secondary root cause, that is reduced training budget. It is stemming from a primary cause, that is why we consider it secondary to the primary one. Could we go further? Let us do it. Yes, let us go down to the product category. Product is a major group of causes. One of the primary causes under it is low quality of consumables. This is a primary cause stemming from the main branch. However, assume that we think that this is not the end. There is another clear reason causing low quality of consumables. What is it? Change of suppliers. Now, we have a secondary cause. However, we are not still convinced that is the end of the story, so we asked another why. Why did we change the supplier? Because of low-cost strategy. Aha! Now, we got something different. We are talking now about changing strategies. Although, we have started with an increased rate of complications. So, if you are not satisfied with a primary cause as being a probable root cause for the problem, you could start asking why till you get a probable satisfactory cause. This may be at the primary, secondary, or even tertiary levels of analysis. Now, let's summarize the whole exercise. The fishbone diagram is a simple tool for diving into the root causes of a problem. The diagram is composed of 3 main parts. The head of the diagram, that is the effect or outcome of the problem. Second, are major groups of causes. These are the main categories or the big titles that we brainstorm for the causes and sub-causes under them. Third and last, the causes and their sub-causes which may end up at the primary, secondary, or even tertiary levels of analysis. Important notes to keep in mind while doing the exercise. Clearly define your problem. What are we searching for exactly? Number 2. You can use one of the common templates, 6M or 6P template for setting up your major groups of causes, or you can, alternatively, brainstorm your own major groups of causes according to the structure of the problem. Third and last is brainstorming for the causes and causes under each major group of causes. Usually we do this by asking one of the common questions like what caused this or why did this happen. You still can keep asking why for causes and sub-causes until you get down to a satisfactory cause. Satisfactory here means reaching a cause that is probable of being a root cause for the problem that we are interested in. Later in this course, we will see how to prioritize our root causes to start acting on them. Because, of course, when you finish this exercise, you might expect several root causes. Practically, you could not work on them together. Therefore, there should be another tool to help us to prioritize which causes to start with first. Please, do not forget to check the attached exercise sheets to support your knowledge about the fishbone tool. See you in the next video.